caregiving can feel overwhelming and at times isolating. If you're caring for someone with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia, you're carrying a lot. You don't have to do it alone. There is help, there are resources, and there is hope. This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
I've been gut-punched by the weight of that call. I've been gut-punched when you don't know me at all. I've been gut-punched.
Greetings and welcome. This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, the not-so-sexy podcast, episode 117. Hello, caregivers, loved ones, family members. How you doing this week? Good, I hope. I'm your host, Jeff Edwards, and I'm glad you're with us today. Later in the program, we're going to check in with Dr. John Huffaker for another edition of What's New with Alzheimer's. Now, this week's question, after an ARIA from Leqembi, what are options moving forward? Now, ARIA stands for amyloid-related imaging abnormalities. There are two main types, ARIA E, swelling or fluid accumulation in the brain, and ARIA H, small areas of bleeding or blood product deposits in the brain. And today, we're going to start with a topic I've been thinking about all week, and whether it's too boring. Besides, you can spend hours researching and reading articles instead of the more important job of caregiving. So I decided to save you time and frustration and share it with you. So I'll start with a question. What do hurricanes and Alzheimer's caregivers have in common? Now, this is not a trick. I couldn't think of much initially, so I asked ChatGPT. And I was amazed at what I found. They have more in common than you might think. Both hurricanes and Alzheimer's caregivers can be overwhelming, unpredictable, and exhausting, and both require preparation, support, and resilience. A few parallels. Preparation matters. Hurricanes require emergency plans and supplies. Caregivers need plans for medications, appointments, finances, respite care, and emergencies. They can change quickly. A hurricane can intensify or change direction. A person with Alzheimer's can have good days and difficult days, sometimes with little warning. They create long periods of stress. The storm itself may last hours or days, while caregiving can involve chronic, ongoing stress. You can't control everything. Both situations teach people to focus on what they can control and prepare for what they can't. A support network is crucial. Neighbors and emergency responders help during hurricanes. Family and friends, healthcare professionals, and caregiver support organizations can make an enormous difference for caregivers. Recovery takes time. After a hurricane, rebuilding doesn't happen overnight. Caregivers can also need substantial time and support to recover from burnout, grief, and exhaustion. Both can leave people feeling isolated. A storm can physically separate people, while caregiving can make someone feel socially disconnected. Hurricane season has a forecast. Alzheimer's caregiving has warning signs, too. The lesson for both is the same. Preparation before the crisis gives you options when the crisis arrives. Mid to late August, be alert. Early September, better be ready. All right, here we go. Hang on to your hat. We're proud to be supported by Neuropsychiatric Research Center, a clinical trial center dedicated to advancing research and treatment for memory loss and Alzheimer's disease. And the fine people at Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care, nationally acclaimed, award-winning, your best choice for home care. Live younger today. Learn how you can activate your stem cells for health and vitality. Check them out online at liveyoungertoday.com. And a brand new one, Zachariah Fry, estate planning and elder law attorneys. What do I do now? You can find them at zachfrylaw.com. If you're new here, our 5 tenets or rules are the backbone of what we do, and they're easy to learn. Number 1, you must take care of yourself, because if something happens to you, who is going to take care of your loved one? Number 2, You can't do this alone. You need help. Find a good caregiver group. Number 3. Make a list of people, friends, relatives, or coworkers who have offered to help. Then actually call them. Number 4. Create a help signal. Identify a cue or phrase to confirm your loved one is comfortable with receiving help from someone else. Number 5. Caregiving. Love it or hate it. It will be your life until it's not. So give it your all. Coming up next, our introduction to Hurricane Tips 2026.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Your brain is who you are, your memories, your personality, your life. At the Neuropsychiatric Research Center, they're committed to helping you protect it. If you're 50 or older, you're invited to our free memory screening event where you can learn about a breakthrough in early Alzheimer's detection, the p-tau 217 blood test. This cutting-edge test may detect Alzheimer's-related changes earlier than ever before and is offered only to eligible participants based on screening results and family history. Why call? Because a quick confidential memory check can give you peace of mind, help you establish a cognitive baseline, and connect you with research opportunities that could change lives, including your own. Call Neuropsychiatric Research Center, located in Fort Myers, at 239-939-7777 to schedule your free memory screening today and see if you qualify for the p-tau 217 blood test. That number again, 239-939-7777. Your brain matters. Let's protect it together. The p-tau 217 blood test is available only to participants who meet eligibility criteria determined during screening.
This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Well, we're in August now. Typically, August is the month that tropical weather ramps up. So far, so good. Many of the weather experts, and I know a good one, they're all saying because of El Nino being so strong this year, Florida and parts of the Deep South should see less, not more activity. And that's a good thing. There is a little higher chance that a storm could form and impact further up the East Coast, but we're hoping for another no hurricane experience this year. With that said, it's still a very good idea to have a plan and being prepared just in case. We will go over some important information to help you form your plan and be able to provide your loved one with strong protections. We have collected various information from several sources: the Alzheimer's Association, along with the University of South Florida, Google, Wound Up on Weather, the Dubin Center, the Alzheimer's Support Network, and ChatGPT. We'll take our time and try to give you the most important things to know and do. So let's get started. When planning for a hurricane, you can consider the following. Make a plan. Create a detailed plan for what to do in case of a hurricane. Now, this includes where to go, who will stay with them, and how to communicate. Prepare a kit. Create an emergency supply kit that includes items like medications and medical documents, weather-appropriate clothing, a cell phone charger, identification items, copies of legal documents, and a recent picture of the person. Consider a special needs shelter. Now, some areas have special needs shelters for people who can't function in a regular emergency shelter. Practice evacuation. Practice your evacuation plan with family and neighbors. Learn how to safely leave your home, including turning off utilities. Communicate. Communicate your plans with friends and family and neighbors. Check in with them once you're safe. Call the Alzheimer's Association. The Alzheimer's Association has a 24/7 helpline for caregivers that offers personalized guidance and support. Educate first responders. Provide first responders with dementia education so they can work effectively with people who have dementia. Preparing for emergencies? Consider preparing an emergency supply kit in a watertight container and store it in an easily accessible location. Getting started. Assessing the needs. Changes in the brain of a person with dementia. Now, changes can begin in part of the brain that affects learning. Over time, symptoms become more severe and may include the following: disorientation, mood, and behavior changes, unfounded suspicions about family, friends, and caregivers, difficulty speaking, swallowing, and walking, deepening confusion about events, time, and place, and more serious memory loss and behavior changes. Managing these symptoms can be very difficult in an emergency. But when you plan for a disaster like a hurricane, it makes your role as a caregiver easier. You can get ready a little at a time. As a first step, it helps to think about the needs and abilities of the person you're caring for. Your loved one may be able to help you decide how to prepare. If not, you need to make these decisions on your own. And did you know? You've probably learned that someone with dementia needs bite-sized information. It's critical to share only what information is necessary to bring comfort and manage the job at hand. It's important to stay calm while communicating, especially during a disaster. And it's easier to stay calm if you are prepared. Plan support. You do not have to do this alone. Enlist family members, friends, neighbors to assist with planning and when the emergency happens. Asking for specific help and assigning tasks helps you organize and keep track of what is important. If you're in a position where there is no one to help, talk to a care provider or the Alzheimer's Association about respite care or other options to get time for yourself to plan. Now here's a quick overview of planning steps. Number 1, consider whether you should stay at home or evacuate. Think about where you live and if your home will be safe. Understand that even though you may not be in an evacuation zone, you may still need to evacuate. Number 2, if you plan to stay at home, secure your home. Plan meals, including foods that don't need to be cooked or are comforting and familiar. Gather supplies to last at least 1 week and plan for power loss. Number 3, if you need to evacuate, choose a destination. Write down the things you will need to have with you. And number 4, communication tips. Share your plans with others. Communicate calmly with the person you're caring for. Here's things to think about. Is it safer to shelter at home or to evacuate? If you shelter at home, what do you need and for how long? If you evacuate, where will you go and how will you get there? If you evacuate, what do you need to take with you? We're coming back with more hurricane tips and a little more detail.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Every day, I talk with people who say, I don't feel as sharp as I used to. My energy is low. My memory worries me. Hi, I'm Peggy Sealfon, board-certified health coach and caregiver. I share patented science-backed technology supporting your body's natural repair, helping improve sleep, cognition, and vitality. Learn more at liveyoungertoday.com. liveyoungertoday.com.
This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Now, we gave it a quick overview steps, and we're going to go now into them a little deeper. Number 1. Consider whether you should stay at home or evacuate. Are you in a zone at risk of storm surge or flooding? Now, the Florida Division of Emergency Management can help answer that question with its Know Your Zone search by address tool at floridadisaster.org/knowyourzone, or you can call 850-815-4000. The question is, how strong is your home? Your garage door, roof, and windows are critical. Understand your garage door's locking mechanism or how to secure the door when there is no lock. Have your roof inspected every 5 years. Consider installing window shutters or wind-resistant windows. Question: can you evacuate if necessary? Consider where to go and the type of transportation that you would use. Think about your loved one's ability to travel. And when should you consider going to a shelter? If wind speeds are expected to be higher than your home can sustain. If you or the person you care for use medical equipment, are dependent on electricity, and you do not have a power generator. And if you're in a flood zone but are not able to travel to another destination. Number 2. Planning to shelter at home. Think about the day-to-day needs and habits of the person you care for and how to get along for at least 7 days after a disaster occurs. Designate a space in your home to store critical items. Critical items are cash in case of power outages, prevent use of ATM and credit cards. Medications for at least 2 weeks. Water, at least 7 gallons per person. Food for at least 7 days with a large supply of items that don't need refrigeration. Include comfort foods. Be sure to have a manual can opener, extra first aid, hygiene and home cleaning supplies, as well as pet food and supplies, and other critical items you may need. Now, power needs for lighting and communication. If the power goes out, how will you provide light, maintain a cell phone charge, or follow the news? And you may not be able to get internet. Have a battery-operated radio. Consider it an all-in-one solar-powered hand-crank radio that includes USB charger and flashlight. Be able to light more than one room at once with multiple flashlights and or battery-powered lanterns. Avoid candles. Don't forget extra batteries. Consider extra power sources such as a power bank to charge your phone, laptop, or tablet. Think about loss of water and power interruptions could prevent you from doing laundry. Create a supply of clean towels and linens as well as hygiene supplies, including body wipes for bathing. Make it freeze meal-sized servings of favorite dishes. Put meals in an ice-filled cooler. If you lose power, then heat with an outdoor grill or camp stove. This will help create a sense of normalcy. Keep ice packs handy to cool yourself and your loved one. Plan calming activities that don't require power. Folding laundry, doing puzzles, playing games. Number 3. If you plan to evacuate, where will you go? Home of a relative or friend, a hotel, public shelter, or other? Now, if you're driving, are you familiar with the route and stops on the way? How long will it take to get there, and how much fuel will it take if you drive? And how long is your loved one able to sit? Build a kit and have it ready to go. As with your shelter-at-home plan, think about both your loved one's needs and yours, and what will you have or not have at your destination. Medications, favorite portable food and drinks, cash for what you need but can't carry, cell phone and charger, flashlight and batteries, important documents in a waterproof container or stored on your phone, ID, including photos for yourself and the person you care for in case you are separated, fresh clothing, towels, and bedding if going where these will not be available, first aid and hygiene supplies, including personal items like games or a stuffed toy for comfort and diversion. If you're traveling with a pet, be sure to have a carrier and supplies and other important things to take. Tips to reduce wandering and anxiety. When appropriate, share the diagnosis with others. Assess your loved one's response to new surroundings and reassure them. You may hear, "I want to go home." Use simple statements. "I know you want to go home, but for now we need to stay here. We are safe." The doctor or other trusted person wants you to stay. Consider reducing, but not eliminating, liquids. Reduce up to 2 hours before bedtime so the person doesn't have to get up during the night. Maintain routines. As much as possible, maintain eating, sleeping, and medication routines. Be sure to have some of your loved ones' familiar things like a comfortable blanket. Think about special needs shelters. We'll have more about that a little later. A special needs shelter provides more help than a general shelter, but may require you to pre-register every year. To register, you can contact your county's emergency management office at floridadisaster.org, global assets, maps, EM managers as a PDF. But we have more information on that. And be aware that even special needs shelters can be crowded and noisy. You and the person you care for will have little privacy. When we come back, we'll finish up the hurricane tips and share a powerful metaphor.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Heart, body, and mind, home care. Heart, body, and mind, home care. Your best choice for home care.
There comes a point when caring for someone you love can feel overwhelming. You want to do everything you can for them, but sometimes you need help. Not just any help, the right help. That's one of the reasons so many families turn to Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care. When I talk with their clients and families, I hear the same things over and over again. Responsiveness, trust, exceptional caregivers, and peace of mind. Their team provides personalized care, companionship, and support designed around the needs of each individual and family. Because when it comes to someone you love, peace of mind isn't a luxury, it's everything.
Heart, body, and mind, home care.
Heart, body, and mind, home care.
Your best choice for home care.
This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
This is number 4. Communication tips. Communicate your plans. It is essential to identify people to share your plan with and to have a way to reach them, such as by phone call or text. Include family members, friends, neighbors, coworkers, or service providers. Have more than one contact, including one outside the disaster area if possible. Plan to be in contact immediately before and after the event. Consider choosing a place and time to meet after the event. How to communicate with a person you provide care for? Remain flexible and calm. A person with dementia will respond to the tone you set. Offer reassurance. I will take care of you, or we have everything we need. Avoid elaborate or detailed explanations. Use concrete terms. Use positive statements and a patient, low-pitched voice. Don't argue with or correct the person. Instead, affirm, reassure, and redirect. For example, it's noisy here. Let's find a quieter space to look at your photo book. Key tips. Know what provides comfort to the person you care for. Is it holding their hand, massaging their back, combing their hair? Or are they calmed by ocean sounds, music by a particular singer, looking through family photos, or holding a baby doll? You can do this. Being a caregiver during a disaster takes planning and preparation, but you don't have to do it all at once. Do it in steps over time, and you don't have to do it alone. Ask for help and advice from friends, family members, other caregivers. And take care of yourself. Find moments to breathe and relax. Having a disaster plan will help you manage your responsibility as a caregiver. How to get current information about an expected hurricane. You can go to NOAA.gov, NOAA.gov, the National Weather Service Radio, which is weather.gov. For special needs shelter information by county, floridadisaster.org/counties. Special Needs Shelter Registry, snr.floridahealthresponse.com. And don't forget, in an emergency, 911. The FEMA helpline is 800-621-3362 or FEMA.gov. Now, the special needs hurricane shelters in Lee County, and this was provided by the Dubin Center, where no one faces dementia alone. Registration is free to all residents of Lee County. Transportation is available. Caregivers must accompany their loved one living with dementia when staying at a shelter. Lee County Emergency Management will not process any applications if submitted within a 7-day hurricane window. Pets are allowed but are housed in different locations. Service animals are permitted to stay with owners. And once your application is processed and approved, you will receive a confirmation letter and a phone call with further information. You do not need to complete an application every year, but you must call to update your information. That's area code 239-533-0640. Or you can apply at shelterapp.legov.com or call 239-533-0640. For assistance applying to a special needs shelter, you can also contact the Dubin Center at 239-437-3007. Now, down in Collier County, because we live in Florida, you can contact Human Service Program Coordinator Patty, P-A-T-T-I, .clemens@collier.gov, and the area code 239-252-3603. Or contact the Collier County Emergency Management Special Needs Shelter Program, 8075 Lely Cultural Parkway, Suite 445, Naples, Florida, 34113. And they also have regulations regarding domestic pets and service animals. These are some, but not all, ways to help protect yourself by organizing and being prepared in the face of a hurricane or impending emergency. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the Dubin Center in Fort Myers, Florida, or the Alzheimer Support Network down in Collier County. Hope this helps. Stay dry and stay protected. There's actually a powerful metaphor here. Caregiving is like living through a hurricane. A hurricane doesn't necessarily destroy everything in one dramatic moment. Often it begins with watching the forecast, preparing, worrying, waiting, and adjusting. And then the storm arrives, and you enter survival mode. Alzheimer's caregiving can feel remarkably similar. At first, you may notice small changes. The weather is changing. You prepare, hoping you're ready. Then the disease progresses, and suddenly the routines, relationships, and responsibilities you once knew are altered. And just like a hurricane, you cannot stop the storm. You can only prepare, adapt, protect what matters, and ask for help. Perhaps the most important comparison is this. A hurricane is dangerous when you try to face it alone. Caregiving is too. Caregivers need their own version of an emergency preparedness kit. People who can step in, information they can trust, breaks to recharge, financial and legal planning, emotional support, and permission to say, I can't do this alone. And there's another beautiful connection. After a hurricane, the community comes together to rebuild. Alzheimer's caregivers need that same kind of community, not just sympathy, but practical help. What's New with Alzheimer's with Dr. John Huffaker is up next.
We'll be right back to GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
This is a short message from the Intermezzo Choir. This season features beloved favorites including Fly Me to the Moon and Moon River, along with a collection of uplifting songs that celebrate friendship, memories, and the power of music. The Intermezzo Choir is a welcoming community choir designed to support individuals living with Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia alongside their care partners. Through music, they create meaningful connections and encourage social engagement and celebrate every voice. Now, rehearsals begin Thursday, September 3rd from 10 to 11:30 a.m. at the Covenant Presbyterian Church at 2439 McGregor Boulevard, Fort Myers, Florida. Now, volunteers are needed. Volunteer singers are an essential part of the Intermezzo Choir experience, singing side by side with our members to provide encouragement and support. If you'd like to become part of this inspiring community, please join them for their volunteer sign-up meeting. And that's Thursday, August 27th, 10 a.m. at the Covenant Presbyterian Church, 2439 McGregor Boulevard, Fort Myers, Florida. Now, whether you're joining as a singer, a care partner, or volunteer, they'd love to welcome you for another unforgettable season. Come sing with them as they journey over the moon. You can register online at https://mastersingersfm.com/programs/intermezzo-choir/. It's a lot of backslashes. Check out their website. I'm pretty sure it's going to be there for you.
This is GutPunched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers. What's New in Alzheimer's with John Huffaker.
John, Rebecca in Florida says, my mom started taking Leqembi and she had a bad reaction to it. An ARIA, I think they call it. The doctor says she can't do it anymore. She has one APOE4 gene. What are our options going forward?
Yeah, Rebecca, this is a good question. It's something that I even run into a lot in research because these medicines like Leqembi, Kisunla, we have used them for many years in research and we still use them today. And we run into these ARIAs, and the ARIA stands for an amyloid-related imaging abnormality, which is a fancy way of saying we see something on an MRI that is concerning, and then we don't want to keep administering the medication like Leqembi because there is something now that's shown up in the MRI that is related to that medication that is concerning. And one of the things that you talk about is the fact that your mom has got the APOE4 gene. One thing we've learned about those medications are people that have the APOE4 gene are actually more likely to develop these ARIAs. An ARIA is either typically a small, what we call a microhemorrhage, which is a small brain bleed, or it can actually be swelling of the brain. These are just some of the big side effects, but they're the biggest risk with using these medications. The unfortunate part is it's just the result of using these medications. We really can't get around it. I kind of tell people when I run into the point and say, like, your mom's got an ARIA, and now they don't want to use Leqembi anymore. I tell everybody, you know what? We've caught it early. It's going to go away. It'll be fine. We've got 70 to 80% of the benefit out of the drug. To squeeze out that last 20 or 30%, it's not worth the risk. We need to move on and do something else. So then that's when you ask, what do we do? At this point, your best option, honestly, is probably to look at what other research options are around in the area. I'm using lots of treatments and medications that do not cause ARIAs. So as long as that ARIA is stable and manageable, I can then usually put somebody into a research project. So I get lots of people that come and see me at our research center that have had ARIAs, can no longer take Leqembi or Kisunla, and we try to put them on a different medication because we want to keep moving forward. We don't want to stop, but we got to be smart and safe.
Great. Thank you, John. We'll take a look at our resources up next. Our resources are very important. If you're not sure where to turn or how to connect, we're here to help bring you trusted resources. We have the Dubin Center at dubincenter.com, Neuropsychiatric Research Center, and you can find them at nprc-swfl.com, Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care at hbmhomecare.com, the Alzheimer's Support Network at https://support.network. And to find your local chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, you can visit their website at alz.org or call their toll-free hotline at 1-800-272-3900. They also offer an outstanding resource called Dementia Care Navigation, powered by Ripple and the Alzheimer's Association. It provides free, personalized dementia care, including a dedicated care navigator and tailored resources for caregivers and people living with dementia. You can get connected by calling 855-271-2662. You take the first step. Bright Focus, you can call 800-437-2423 or email them at info@brightfocus.org. Their fax number is 301-258-9454. And the Guide Program, another excellent resource that provides help and respite care, and it's free. You can search for it online or visit Dr. Perry's HealthSpan partners at healthspanswfl.com. And then there is Aquilane Clinical Research at aquilaneresearch.com. And we have a couple of new resources that we're adding. This is our first of this kind of resource and a very important one. Zachariah Fry, Estate Planning and Elder Law Attorneys. And you can find him at ZACFREYlaw.com. That's ZachFryLaw.com. And then there is Lee Health. Get memory care near you. You can check them out at leehealth.org/our-services/memory-care. Tailored to offer comprehensive support and assistance to those living with memory loss conditions. And the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. Their helpline is 866-232-8484 or alzfdn.org or text them at 646-586-5283. And we hope this helps. We'll add more as we come across them. Our website is GutPunched.com and the email address is gutpunchedac@outlook.com or Jeff@GutPunched.com. And thank you to each and every one of you who has taken the time out of your busy, often stressful day as a caregiver to listen to our podcast. We truly appreciate you being here. We like to think of this podcast as hope without hype. Whenever you need resources, information, or simply a reminder that you're not alone, we're here for you. If today's episode gave you something new to think about, or even just a little more hope, hold on to it, embrace it, let it encourage you on your caregiving journey. Thanks so much for joining us. God bless.
This has been Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, with your host, Jeff Edwards. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to us on all the platforms, like Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Podbean, and more. If you have a question or want to get in touch with us, our email is gutpunchedac@outlook.com or jeff@gutpunched.com. Caregivers, you don't have to do this alone.
I've been gut punched by the weight of that call. I've been gut punched when you don't know me at all. I've been gut punched as your memories fade away. Yeah, I've been gut punched. I wish there was another way. When the doctor says the truth, no cure waiting on the other side. Just time we're gonna lose, but I won't run from what's ahead. I won't let you fall apart, even when your mind lets go. You'll still have my heart. Like I've always been for you. I know it's not your fault. It's this disease we fight, but you're still my everything that will never change in life. I've been gut punched. Yeah, it cuts me to my soul. I've been gut punched, watching pieces of you go. I've been gut punched, but I won't let you face this alone. Even when you're lost in the dark, you still have a home. You were a gift from our God above, still the best part of my life. Through the worst of all these days, I'm still grateful you're my wife. We didn't choose this road we're on, but I choose you every day. Through every broken memory, I'm not walking away. Gave me love that built this life, and a daughter to carry your light. I can feel you still inside, even lost in this fight. And when the world you knew is gone, and nothing feels the same, I'll be your memory, your voice, calling out your name. I've been gut punched, but love don't fade away. I've been gut punched, still I'm choosing you each day. Through the silence, through the pain, through the fear we can't outrun. You may forget the life we built, but I'll remember enough for two. No, I won't forget, not a single one. I still choose you. You're still the one. You're still the one. You're still the one.